Hello everyone, welcome back. It's been a while since I got any streaming done. This is due in no small part to lockdown, the Rona, and all the rest of it. But now both children are back at school. I have a little bit more free time on my hands, and I've played about 5-10 minutes of this game and immediately decided, I was convinced it was not my thing. Shooters are not my thing. Third-person shooters are even less my thing. And then I played this and I decided it was very, very much my thing. I used to run a lot of Call of Cthulhu tabletop role-playing games. This is very, very close to the kind of thing that I would normally consider a perfect game to run. I don't believe it's necessarily Cthulhu based. I know virtually nothing about the mythos of this game. I know very little about. Well, I know next to nothing about the plot. As I say, I played 5 or 10 minutes and thought I should stream this rather than just sit up late at night and terrify myself. So here we go. We're gonna jump in. We're gonna create a new game, and as I say, after about 10 minutes in, I'm going to be completely in the dark. So I hope you enjoy it, and we'll see how we go. Let's just drop back into control. I'll probably need someone's assistance to tell me how the sound levels are.
This is gonna be weirder than usual. Can't be helped. You called me. So here I am. I know I shut you out sometimes. I'm always glad to hear from you. It's just that I get my hopes up. So many times it's led to nothing. I found nothing. It's like we live in a room and there's a poster on the wall. We stare at it and we think that's the whole world. The room and the poster. The picture's something nice. A landscape, a famous person. Like in that movie, what is it called? The prison movie. The room's a cell, and the picture, it's different. For each of us, it can be beautiful or terrible, but we're all transfixed. But it's all a lie, something to distract us from the truth. They're lying to us. We're lying to ourselves. The room's not the world. The world is much bigger and much stranger. There's a hole hidden behind that poster that leads to the real world. We all feel safe in that room. But sometimes something crawls out from behind the poster. And the ones that see it happen freak out and try to forget what they saw. I'm here. Why did you bring me here? Hello?
Alrighty.
Anyone here?
Okay, so first of all, this is of course extremely pretty. I am a very big fan of the pretty. You'll have to forgive me with the controls though, because I'm not great I'm really not great with first-person shooters. I kind of stopped playing them with Quake 3 Arena and Counter-Strike, the first one. So I like the way that you can look over either shoulder. That's beautiful. Press R. WASD to move. Oh, sorry, that was somebody's fan. The interactivity as well of a lot of on-screen elements is really nice. Reminds me of Half-Life 2. Lots of gravity-based things, physics-based things to mess around with later, I'm sure. What's this? Remind me. I need to go through. Now I can look at it. So, again, a lot of story and a lot of exposition coming through collectibles, through Dark Souls. Federal Bureau of Control, the building in which we find ourselves. Reminder: certain objects are not allowed inside the Bureau. Recent incidents have necessitated an issued reminder on prohibited materials. Unauthorized weapons, pages, laptops, smart watches, smart phones, smart gaming devices. Anything smart. Number 2 pencils. Any objects considered iconic representations of an archetypal concept. Archetypal concept, sorry. E.g. rubber ducks, ketchup bottles. All material under Bureau investigation is to be brought in through the private entrances. If you see any lobby personnel in breach of these policies, please notify your supervisor immediately. Okay, so I love this new weird stuff, man. Really good. Reminds me as well of Tales from the Loop that I was watching recently on Amazon Prime. Very, very cool. Turns out you only need a very slight departure from normal. Is that a smartphone? It is a smartphone. Someone brought in a smartphone. Or was it... Well, that is the security office, I assume. So it may have been confiscated. Doors open automatically in this game. If I walk away from this door... Yeah, there you go. So it shuts. And it opens of its own accord when I go near it. Now, that's a useful thing when you're in the middle of combat and you don't want to have to mess around with doorknobs and such while you're being shot. But doors opening suddenly and slamming shut suddenly does nothing for my temperament late at night, I have to say. It's hideous. It's a horrible, horrible thing. Okay, where's the way out? There it is. It's very dark in here. Awfully dark in here. Some may say too dark in here. Middle icon is barely visible, left icon is not visible. Okay, so on my screen it's roughly that. Yeah, that's cool. I'm also playing this in daytime, and the sun is absolutely streaming. It's not streaming in through my window anymore, but there's a van parked up the street whose windscreen is precisely aligned to throw searing, raging sunshine directly into my retinas. I'm not loving it, I have to say. See, I remember these television sets from the first time round.
This seal. I saw it a long time ago. I keep seeing it in my dreams.
Did we pick something? No, just remarking. Bureau expenditures. So, major expenditures for Q2, the executive sector. Staffing, surveillance, redacted. Data center initiative, construction, redacted, redacted. Minor expenditures, office equipment, janitorial costs, redacted. Mould removal, HQ livability costs. And for a cost breakdown spreadsheet, see page 5. For the 5-year comparison chart, see page 9. I'll be sure to do that. I've also changed to my clicky keyboard. So if me thumping WASD gets on people's nerves, I may have to change it for next stream. Head of Research, Dr. Casper Darling. Oh no, Darling. Brilliant. Our bureau at work. I guess he couldn't wait to have his portrait completed. Game about secret agents. Awesome. There's a single leaf on the floor. Why is there a single leaf on the floor when that plant is not? Oh, yes, it is. It could be a part of that plant, couldn't it? I was going to say. Talk about your Easter eggs. Hang on. Who is this chap? Zachariah Trench, director. Alrighty. I get the feeling I'd like to go this way. This is the lobby, isn't it? Yeah. I do get turned around in here, that's the only problem. So, oh, did you just pop? There we go. Okay, toilets seem fairly normal. Very clean as well. Well done to the janitorial staff.
Federal Bureau of Control. All these years I've been looking for them and they were hiding in plain sight.
I love these old atomic era chairs and tables. Fantastic stuff. Oh, floor's wet. Bear that in mind. Floor does actually look wet as well. I mean, obviously I don't have anything ramped up to the max on my little laptop, but it does actually look pretty slick and clean. No iconic representations. So you can have your potato chips, but it can't say Lay's or Walkers on them. Interesting. Something in the corner. More correspondence. I must have missed this the first time I played this. First 5 minutes. Federal Bureau of Control. Attention all. A shark in his, although secure, permission to, following basic protocol, shoot to kill. Good luck. Fabulous. Hola, Castro, hello. ¿Cómo está? Yeah, I mean, it's welcome to Control. The Federal Bureau of Control, New York City. Seek shelter, eh? Yeah, I'm working on it. I keep on doing this jog kind of movement. I don't know. I can run, but I don't know if I can walk. I can definitely crawl. No, I can't. That's not enabled yet. There we go. So we are in a building. And we are not entirely sure why just at the moment. More correspondence picked up. The R4 reports reminder. Hello! As you should all know by now, the R4 reports are due by the end of the week. We're still waiting on them from a number of people. If you need an extension, please request Form R4E from your supervisor. If you think you're exempt from filing an R4, then you'll need to get written permission from your department chief saying so. Remember, R4s are mandatory under Section 75.2 of the Employee Manual. If your R4 requires interdepartmental claims, then please contact the appropriate department head, Dr. Darling, Miss Marshall, Mr. Salvador, or Mr. Kirkland, as needed. They'll be busy on Thursday in their annual policy review, so please schedule accordingly. Best, your admin team. Well, they sound really friendly. Castro, can you, in the next few minutes, can you listen to my voice and the game's audio and generally tell me if anything is too loud or too quiet?
Hey, excuse me.
Oh, he's got his earphones in, that's why.
There you are. You are here about the job. Janitor's assistant. You need to go to the interview. Go that way to the elevator.
Thanks. Elevator that way. Got it.
Very good. I'm Ahti, the janitor, by the way. You'll work for me. You can say I said you. If they don't hire you, you are relevant. There be work for the axe. Take them behind the sauna, jumalauta.
I've done enough night shift loner jobs to know it makes us come off weird. Ahti the janitor is a friendly face in my book.
Better than somebody with no face at all. Think about it. No face.
Got that right, pal.
That said, I know what you're thinking. If there's an axe murderer around, that's him.
I love the way that the floor looks freshly mopped. That's fantastic. It doesn't do it elsewhere, of course. It's just vaguely damp, but just here. That's a lovely, lovely detail. I need to find a way to stop my phone from going to sleep. Hello? How can we be back here from where we were? That's the toilets. That can't be right. That can't be right. Run all the way. We came from. Okay. Right. Okay, game. I didn't notice this the first time round. How did I not notice this the first time round? Sorry, I'm just jogging across your clean floor. Artie, I'm sorry about that. We came... There was the picture of Darling. There was the picture of the janitor with his back turned. Then there was a picture of the boss. Hey, the boss. And we went this way. Oh, that's so creepy. And that's the lobby. That's the lobby that we came in from. And yes, we came up the stairs. We came into this room. So this room hasn't moved. But none of this was here. Okay, that's distressing. This reminds me of the stuff that Kubrick used to pull in films like The Shining. You know, a character would, for example, you'd be on like a chase camera, and the character would then sort of turn to the left, and then turn to the left, and then turn to the left again, but they wouldn't come out in the same place. You know, the cinematography was playing tricks. They built sort of convoluted sets and stuff. I don't like to go into a confined space. Oh well.
The cell and the poster. I was 11 years old the first time I saw behind the poster. They told me I imagined it. I've been trying to pull it down ever since. Will you help?
Rosemary, yes. Yeah. I think The Shining definitely has some examples of it as well. Very clever. Man, that ceiling.
Did I lose you there for a moment? You know what's on my mind. My baby brother, Dylan. 17 years since the men of this bureau took him.
Trying to find something creepy about that, but just old cowboy paintings, as you do. That looks very locked. Get me on virtual with a real horror. Yeah, no. No. Nobody, no. We do not need to do this. Jessie Faden arrives at the oldest house, the headquarters of the Federal Bureau of Control, to look for answers to the mysteries of her childhood. That is why we are here. Federal Bureau of Control. Reminder regards drafting any public-facing material. While penning any notifications of death related to the Willow AWE, please adhere to the following guidelines. Words, phrases to use. In the service of his or her country. Regret. Proud. Pride. Will be remembered. Words and phrases to avoid. Alaska. Scissors. Blood. Bleed. Loss. Apologies. Sorry. I have another security office here. That's the locked door. Yeah, I'm glad you're online, Castro, because this is right up your street. In fact, this is so right up your street that this is the pub at the end of the street. The pub where everybody knows your name. No. Do some cheers right now. Hang on. Did I check this office? What? Did I check it? Yes, I think so. More correspondence. How are the sound levels in terms of Jessie's voice and the game audio generally? Because I can barely hear it here. I could not get my headphones working with the with OBS, it kept on trying to output what I was hearing, which is not entirely what I want. So I've kind of got my speaker turned on really quietly, so that we don't get an echo. There's a fly in here as well, which is going to die. Go away. Or buzz off. Sorry. Federal Bureau of Control. Barbara, I am not to be disturbed. Cancel all my appointments for the day. For the rest of the week. I can't trust them, Barbara. Not a single one. Trench. Anybody else hear that? That's locked. Okay. You can hear her fine nod as loud as me. Okay, awesome. I'll just drop into OBS and turn up the game a little bit then. Just a tadsky. Just a gnat's whisper. There we go. That's that.
Shit. Shit. You want me to pick it up? The murder weapon? Really?
Well, he's very dead. Chair went over to the left. He's over to the left. Spatter up the wall. Where you'd expect to see it. Not that the gun ended up so far away, but...
Something's outside. Was coming here a mistake?
That's not a good feeling. Let's not forge ahead unarmed, shall we?
And there goes the poster.
Objects of power can cause or be results of AWE's altered world events, intrusions upon the perceived reality. Now, the service weapon is, of course, a prime example of an OOP, a very powerful one. Ingrained in the Bureau's DNA, a key component in our prime candidate program. Come out of that Russian roulette a winner and you're it.
Look at this place. Where am I?
That is not a bad question. Where are we? And we have a health bar now. Nothing down that way. Okay, so we have some level of parkour ability. Ooh. And we have a powerful melee attack. There's the gun.
The same gun. Okay, now I have a gun.
Nice. Okay, so we have the ability to aim. We regenerate ammunition automatically. That's useful. This looks like a nice big open arena. Oh, hell. Stop missing. Where did you come from? Oh, we're going to keep getting them, aren't we? You're running toward a trained marksman, holding their weapon out, in stance. Tactically unsound. Ooh, what is that? Oh, wow, that's some damage to the floor. Is that me that did that? Oh, we can damage the floor! That's so cool. Go that way. Nothing doing that way either. Alrighty.
Something's coming. This threat. An attack. Duty as director. Keep the Bureau safe.
Did you hear that? It's the dead man. Right after the pyramid spoke to me, and it was just noise, and I understood every word. And this gun's alive. You know what? I'm happy. Happy to be here. Things have quieted down outside. Is it safe to go?
Alright. Let us see where this goes.
You can't let this happen. 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 You stopped it. You... Oh, thank you. That was... horror. Get the fuck away!
Stop missing. Oh, come on, Jay. Better. Okay. Enemies drop health. Good. Ooh. Then they disappear. And leave a small red stain on the carpet. Okay, safe here for now. Field research on Hiss entity. Hiss corrupted security guard. Confidential. The Bureau has many internal security personnel. The Hiss was quick to take advantage of this fact. Hiss guards used the standard issue bullpup rifles they carried prior to corruption, while the armoured guards carry pump-action shotguns. They have no observed paranatural abilities, with the exception that certain Hiss guards are protected by a shielding of dense Hiss resonance, capable of stopping bullets. Is this shielding a result of prolonged Hiss corruption? Does the Hiss mature in organic hosts over time? More data is needed. Did the Hiss target individuals with combat training? Does the Hiss have that level of cognizance? Does it utilise hosts for tasks they're best suited to? Combat-trained hosts are reserved for combat. These are all questions for later, though it is obvious that corrupted individuals retain knowledge on the use of their weapons. Refer to file redacted for the full report. Oh, there's the boss. The service weapon. OOP-1-KE. Kilo Echo. Containment procedure. No unique procedures required. Description. Para-utility. The object's form is variable. When bound, the object allows para-utilitarians to... redacted. This object must only be bound by individuals seeking the role of... redacted. The object will determine whether... redacted. If rejected, the applicant is terminated. This process is dictated by the... redacted, though their criteria is unknown. Background. The object was discovered inside the oldest house in the room that is now used as the director's office. The popular hypothesis... redacted. Many forms throughout history... redacted. Mjolnir, Excalibur, Varunastra, all weapons that... redacted. Of their wielders. If objects of power are the convergence of forces based on the collective subconscious, then this may be the original manifestation of that event. If this is the case, redacted. See Dr. Darling presentation 11.1 for more details. Well, that's clear as mud.
Objects of power can cause or be results of AWE's altered world events, intrusions upon the perceived reality. A side note, remember to cover their connection to the astral plane as well. Now, the service weapon is, of course, a prime example of an OOP, a very powerful one. Ingrained in the Bureau's DNA, a key component in our prime candidate program. Come out of that Russian roulette a winner and you're it. Lose and you're, well, fired. Thank you. I'm Dr. Darling, Head of Research, Federal Bureau of Control.
That bit at the end is just perfect. It just grabs his attention just as though it spoke to him. Brilliant. Okay, that is still very locked. Well, I think that's changed, hasn't it? And now we can see who's in the director's chair. Jesse Faden. Clear as yeah, clear as redacted. Nice. Oh. Somebody else floating in the wings.
The hotline. Secure line of communication. Guidance. Reach the hotline.
The hotline, says the dead man. Okay.
Oh, that's unusual. Oh. Try and flank me if you want. Gotta come around the corner though. Whoa, still being shot. Where did you come from? And that hiss. Look at that. Just the smoke tooling around everywhere. That doesn't look good. There he is. I hope you're not seeing the same stuttering that I'm seeing, guys, but I will have to probably drop the settings on my poor laptop for next time. Okay, I'm going to go with until the music stops sounding intense. Assume there are other enemies. I walked into a few baddies there. Come here. Oh, my health is full. Okay. Cool. Oh wow. Damaging the. Oh, I did notice this from my first time. If you shoot something made of paper. Ah. So good. I think probably best not to continue eviscerating everyone until I know what's wrong with them. Did I say that correctly? Dinner. What? Dinner reservations at 7 PM at Chez Ombre. Chez Ombre. Wife will meet you there. Oh, excellent. I always enjoy dinner with wife. Don't be late. Flowers are ready for you at lobby reception. Remember, she is turning 46. Good call. A little bit of stuttering. Thank you, Castro. And hang on. Also, if a little white dot appears and I ignore it, then do sound off. I don't think there's anything else to be collected here. Did we go into this office? I don't think we did. I'm watching you, pal. Okay. There we go. There's a white dot. Executive meeting minutes. Agenda items for next executive meeting. The rising costs of AWE response. That was Altered World Event, wasn't it? Altered World Event response. Update on mold eradication efforts. Excellent. Upcoming annual salary review. New supplier of coffee filters to be found and vetted. What did the old supplier have to do to warrant that? Please come prepared. Thank you for your time. Wow. So much fun. And destructible tables. I'm not sure I've seen destructible tables in the game before. Ooh, red. Interesting. Wait a minute. This is the way I came. Let's get back over here. Now, we have not checked out this shelter yet. Let's check out the shelter. Marshall. Here it is. For Marshall's eyes only. Marshall, we checked out the suspected AWE in Duluth. Wasn't anything, just like the house fire before this, and the malfunctioning clothes dryer before that. My team is getting pretty sick of duds. We need to find a better way to sort the fake AWEs from the real things. Or you need to rotate these field agents off for a bit. Anyway, we're en route to Sherman Ranch, next one on the list. Let's hope it's a little livelier there. Sincerely, Special Agent Keenum. Keenum sounds a bit bored. Ooh. Personal mod. Modding my person now. Health recovery per element pickup plus 24%. Sounds tasty. I shall take it. Yeah, we don't have any weapon mods. So we can mod our weapon. Sweet. And we can mod our selves. Sweet. Presumably that locks us in here, which... No. Nope, we don't need to do that. Yeah, that's creepy. I'm going to go ahead and guess that the red means...
Hissing sound that tried to invade me earlier. The hiss. Burrowing into everything in this place. Is the hiss your enemy? Alright, it's our enemy. That babble's contagious. It burrows in like an infuriating melody that makes you hum it over and over.
I think we will clear this area before we start reading stuff. I'm going to cheese these guys up here, but I have the elevated position, and it's what I would do in a real firefight, so... Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Oh, that's that damn radio. Can I go behind here? Can I get through here? Nope. That seems to be blocked. What are these weird protrusions? They don't look normal. Okay, I'm gonna have to jump down there, aren't I? Yup. Who else do we have? Oh, wow. Run. I need to get him away from there so I can pick up those health. Come on, which way around you coming, buddy? That way. Run. Can't seem to run anymore. Maybe it's caps lock. I don't know. Is he down?
Must cleanse control points. An enemy. Corrupt. Spreading.
Cleanse their control point. What does that mean? Help me fix it.
Okay, so let's just make sure we're up to speed. Yep, we're healed. Obviously wants us to wants us to do something with this. Oh, nice. So the red may mean that the hiss has taken control of, and it can shape the environment as well.
Holy shit. You did it. We did it.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Hello?
Are you with us? With the Bureau? Are you still sane?
Well, I think so.
Please,
My friends
talk to
and
me.
enemies and some sealed county court judgments would probably disagree, but
Compromise.
I can't tell you how happy I am to talk to somebody sane.
The feeling's mutual. Yeah, I'm Pope. Emily Pope, Dr. Darling's assistant.
My turn. Should I lie? Jesse Faden. I'm just visiting. I should have lied.
Oh, shit. You're the new director. Hold on. We're coming out.
Director Faden.
Call me Jesse.
Okay, Jesse. I'm Emily. Look, somehow this hostile force, this...
Hiss?
that works? Somehow the hiss managed to infiltrate the building without any warning.
And just like that, my name for it is official. The hiss. Like the sound of poison gas leaking in.
We're in full lockdown. It seems to have spread everywhere and to everyone not protected by an HRA. And, extraordinarily, you. You are the director, and that makes you special by definition. Trench is no longer the director, obviously. I'm sorry, I'm talking too much. This whole situation is just...
the phone.
a lot.
Trench is dead. Shot.
Ah,
I found his body. And the gun. Do I tell her it looked like a suicide?
the service weapon.
Also, and this can sound crazy, but he keeps appearing to me, saying things. It's hard to make out, but he told me to cleanse the control point, push the hiss out. The whole room shifted around.
You did that? And you entered the building when it was already in the lockdown before you became the new director? How?
I'm not ready to tell her about you yet. A janitor let me in.
I love it. This is fucking unbelievable. I can't even... Look, Jesse, I have a million questions, and you probably have a million more.
Like, do you know my brother Dylan? Not yet.
But there's something I need to ask you to do first.
Okay, I'll have a look. Okay, so I can't see any... There are no notifications from Streamlabs or Twitch. That's all I've got open in the browser. I've got OBS open, obviously. And Control is open. And that's it, I think. Can you tell me what it sounds like, Castro? Yeah, I've just got nothing open because I'm streaming. Is it potentially something in the game, like an awooga or something?
If you can cleanse a control point, then you can maybe cure those infected or possessed by the hiss. Because if that's possible, our options are very different.
Emily Pope. I don't know her, but I like her already. She's the opposite of the faceless agency I've blamed for what happened to me for so long. But I can't trust her yet. Or rather, the Bureau she's a part of. Yes. I can try. I'm speaking for you, of course. We can try it together. Okay. You with me? We did it before. Push the hiss out.
Okay. Then I'm not sure what it is. Aside from my laptop panting like a hairy dog on a hot day. Okay, so these guys are all okay because they seem to be wearing this, whatever that is, gubbins. Huh, okay. Oh, that's creepy. So we're going to try and push the hiss out of this young lady. How hard can it be?
It didn't work. The hiss has burrowed too deep. Ripping it out rips them apart.
Jesse, over
Ah,
here.
there she is.
We need to make...
I can't cleanse them.
I saw. It was worth a shot. Thank you, Director. Jesse.
I'm gonna tell her why I'm here. I'll risk it. Listen. The Bureau was involved in an incident in my hometown, Ordinary, 17 years ago. The Bureau came in and covered the whole thing up. I've been looking for this place for a long time. That's enough. Maybe that's too much already. I can't tell her about Dylan and the rest yet.
I've seen mentions of an Altered World event case dealing with Ordinary. You were at Ground Zero as a child? It was one of the big ones, and before my time. And very classified. I can try to dig out some old files for you. My boss, Casper Darling, would know, but he's missing. I think he knew this was coming, or suspected. He came up with the HRAs, the Hadron Resonance Amplifiers. I think they're what saved us. A few of us. And Director Trench would know.
Trench. The ghost, or whatever he is. He mentioned something called the hotline. Said I should find it.
It's another object of power, like the gun, an old Bakelite telephone. A direct line of communication between the director and the board. Maybe he can talk to you more clearly through that. I mean, Trench has years and years of experience. He might know how to destroy the hiss.
Where is the hotline?
It's kept in the communications department through the mailroom. It's part of this sector, so we can access it even with the lockdown in place. We'll get the door open for you.
Okay, that's my next stop.
That's Tomasi's department. He's the head of communications. I don't think he had an HRA. He kind of made a point about not wearing one earlier. Keep an eye out.
They call me the director. But that's not me. I'm not a director type. I'm not a leader. Why am I here? I think you already know. Yes, I came for my brother, but there are other reasons too. I said I was looking for answers, but I might never understand them. I'm not looking for proof. This is already it. More than enough. No matter what they told me all those years, I know it's real now. I didn't imagine this. I want to be a part of this world. What scares me shitless is that I finally found it. Only to see the hiss destroy it all.
I know this is all new to you, so don't hesitate to ask me anything you want to know. There are no stupid questions. The door to the comms department is just outside the boardroom back in the lobby. They should have gotten it open by now. Follow the signs to the mailroom. You can get to the hotline containment chamber through there. Good luck, Jesse. See you back here once you have the hotline.
Thanks, Emily.
Alrighty, we have control. Haha! Back. It's my boardroom table, and I will run all over it if I want to. Thank you all very much for joining me for Control, and if you're watching this on YouTube, then thank you again for following up. There is a cool thing behind that we're going to need to go and get in a minute. But I'm going to call the stream here. It's nearly time to go and get the kids. So thank you. I hope you enjoyed Control. It really presses my buttons, mainly the ones on my spine marked terror. So really quite enjoying this this homage to New Weird. It's very cool so far, and hopefully we will stream a lot more of this game over the coming days, this week and probably well into next week as well. So thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you all soon.